Greetings, programs. My name is Wretch, and I'd like to welcome you to Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. When I heard that this was being released on Steam, I couldn't wait to snatch it up because I was a huge fan of Final Fantasy X when it came out on the PS2. I haven't played the game since it was first released, so I don't remember a whole lot of details about the game, so I'm looking forward to kind of being reintroduced to this awesome world. So let's go ahead and start a new game. The graphics from what I've seen look awesome. Select a sphere grid to use. Ah yes, the sphere grid. I have a funny story to tell you guys about that. You've selected standard sphere grid. Yeah, that's definitely the one I want. Select a soundtrack type. Arranged? Or original? Actually, I like the original. The soundtrack to FF10 was amazing. Play the original soundtrack. Yes, please. Oh wow, I just got goosebumps. I haven't seen this in a long time. And there's the whole gang. Now, I have played the game, I know all of these characters, but if you're watching this and haven't played FF10 and don't know anything about it, I'm actually going to keep spoilers down to a minimum.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
That looked really pretty. Alright, I figured I just needed to let that play. Get some good ambience going. Now, when I first played this game, I actually hadn't played a Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy VI/3 here in the States. So this just blew my mind, because I didn't have a PlayStation. So I never got to play 7 or 8 or 9. Oh man, all the memories are flooding back. Now, because I haven't played this game in a long time, guys, I'll probably miss some stuff. Please be gentle. Do not kill your friendly Let's Player. Man, look at the city. Now, this city is called Zanarkand, and man, that just looks otherworldly and cool. And this is our main character, and his name is Tidus.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Oh, I forgot that's a cool way to do that. We'll go ahead and call it, keep him called Tidus.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
Now, as you can see, he's a sports star.
course.
Good luck tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
He's a charmer.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well...
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Man, I forgot the bowing and everything. And there he is. Now, I'll tell you the truth.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jecht, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jecht all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jecht Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jecht's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Now, I'll tell you guys the God's honest truth. When I first played this, I didn't know if it would be for me, because I was used to kind of dark storylines for Final Fantasy. However, the scene coming up pretty much changed my entire perception on it.
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry.
Out of the way, Pex!
Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
That is a very cool looking arena, though, I have to say. Now, did they touch up these scenes too? They didn't really need to, though. And this is our first introduction to Blitzball. And this was my first introduction to the Black Mages. Now, I'm not much of a sports guy, but if there was a sport like Blitzball, I would play it. Or I'd at least watch it. Now, there's my favorite character. Now, if you haven't played the game before and you're watching this, you're probably wondering what the hell is going on. Don't worry, it'll all be explained soon. Well, not necessarily soon, but it will get explained. Promise you that. Now, I remember I had about 30 different types of questions when I saw that scene. The first of all was, can the Blitzball players, can these people, like, breathe water? Do they have gills? Or maybe that's just, like, not actually water? I don't know, that's always confused me. But there's our boy. Let's...
Auron! What are you doing here?
I was waiting.
What are you talking about?
He's our Obi-Wan in this game.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
You're basically as confused as Tidus is in this scene.
What the?
Indeed.
Hey, wait!
I have to say the facial animations and everything look very good
Hey,
now.
not this way.
Look. We called it Sin.
Sin?
And here come our first baddies to fight. Very Lovecraftian, too, which I appreciate. Kind of look like Migo.
Take it. A gift from Jekt.
My old man?
Very Luke Skywalker-ish. In more ways than one.
How to use it.
And here we go.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
Now, let's see if I remember any of this. Okay, yeah, I definitely do remember this. I remember Auron's battle stance and... ah, so good. Here comes wave number 2.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
So we ignore the ones behind us. And our first overkill of the game. You'll see that a lot with Auron, though. And I bet Tidus is wondering why exactly they're running towards Sin. Whatever Sin is. Yeah, he's like, can we rethink this? Now, if I remember this fight... Oh, Demi right off the bat. Okay. He's going to keep shooting pods, so we need to focus on... We need to focus on the boss itself. When a character's overdrive gauge beneath the HP MP display is full, that character may use a special... Okay. So let's use Bushido. And this will take care of everyone, I think. Oh. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Memories. But at least we were still able to take all the ads out. And I believe that is the only attack that he has. So let's do Spiral Cut. I forgot that there were a ton of mini games with all these overdrives. Let's just keep the heat on. And are we destroying tentacles? I can't see if they're disappearing or not. Yeah, definitely destroying tentacles. So a few more and we're in good shape. We can take one more Demi and be in decent. Oh, crap. No, I don't want you to have to use a heal item. Come on, Auron. I like the fact that we were playing a Final Fantasy game and the first thing that you're doing is cutting down bugs and phalanges. Set a really good first impression. So I guess by killing the big thing, these guys aren't going to pop out of their... Oh, here's a save point. Go ahead and save just to make sure. Alright. Don't have to fight that guy again.
What are you laughing at, old man? Auron, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
Tidus's brain can only take so much confusion at once. That is a lot of bugs. Now, if I remember, we don't actually attack the bugs. We need to attack... Oh, it's not giving us the option yet. Alright. So we'll kill bugs until another one starts to show up. And Auron will say something. And then we'll be able to attack that machine or whatever that's over the bridge. We probably should attack the one whose wings, yeah, are starting to flutter. Whoops.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down.
There we go.
Trust me, you'll see.
And one thing you need to know in this game, trust Auron. Always. It definitely doesn't hurt you at all. So we need to do some big damage to this power coupling, or whatever it is. Kind of reminds me of a pod racer from episode 1. It's almost there. There it goes. We'll just pretend there was no one in that building. Because we're the good guys, right?
Go.
Gotta use those athlete reflexes.
Auron! Auron!
You are sure? This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
I know it's really confusing, guys, if you haven't seen this before, but just bear with it. It pays off.
Hey! Hey!
My old man?
Now we're in a dream sequence. Let's go ahead and go down. Now, as you can probably determine, Tidus has some issues with his father. He's got some serious daddy issues. And there he is right there, as you saw.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
I hate dreams like that. Have you guys ever had dreams like that? Those are probably in my top 3, like, least favorite dreams.
Anybody there?
Now imagine going from a futuristic city to a place like this.
Hey!
There's our radar showing up for the first time. Now, when I first saw this, my first inclination was has some heavy Castlevania vibes to it. Just the foreboding tower with all the like kind of inhuman flying creatures around it. But of course we were going to fly toward it, because that's what we do. Now we need to keep an eye out for chests or things of that nature. I don't think we're going to find any here right off the bat, though. As you can see, that we don't have no real control over the camera, but we do have control over saving the game. And that is what we are going to do. Alright guys, well this is actually a good stopping point for us. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and when we come back we will head into this foreboding tower to see if we can find any information as to where Tidus is and what exactly is happening. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.